Thanks for joining us for another video by Cat Paws. Today I will show you how to grow cat grass and where to purchase the seed. My cats love to go outside in the summertime and eat the blades of grass that grow around my house. Then they love to come inside and throw it up. Sometimes they even vomit it a few days later and the grass is still recognizable. Their stomachs cannot obviously handle this grass, so I went to the pet store for a different solution. I bought a tiny bag of grass seed and it cost me about $10. I grew it and the cats loved it and they didn't throw up. The only issue was the cost. There had to be a cheaper way. I looked online and wasn't sure if I could import the seeds into Canada, and I didn't want to have to deal with Canadian customs and that whole process. One day while out at my local farmer supply store, UFA, I found a large bag of cattle feed which looked identical to the seeds that I used in my cat grass. I bought the 50-pound bag for $13. This seed is an oat seed and 100% safe, meaning there are no additives. The soil that I'll be using today in my demonstration is also safe. There's no fertilizers added. I bought this large bag at Costco for about $25–30. So let's get started. I'm going to first of all start off by filling a Tupperware container with soil. You can use any size of Tupperware container, but I like this one here because it holds a good amount of cat grass. So I normally fill it up about 1/4 of the way and then pour my grass seed on top of the soil. Spread the seeds out evenly across the top of the soil and place a little bit more soil on top of the seeds. This will keep them from drying out and it will help them get good exposure to the soil when they start to germinate. Again, spread the soil out evenly and press down on the seeds and the soil to help gain good contact and squeeze out any air that could be around the seeds. Next, we're going to water the seeds. So just pour about a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of water on top. In this example here, you see the water isn't penetrating down through the soil. It's just kind of sitting on top, but it will eventually soak in after 10 to 15 minutes. Now that the water has soaked in, place the container in an area where it will receive a lot of sunlight. I would also recommend not allowing your cats to have access to the grass until it's ready to eat. That's about 5 to 7 days. If they do get access to it, they'll probably end up playing in the soil or trying to eat the grass before it's ready and pulling the roots out of the soil and onto the floor. So let me set up a camera and we'll watch a time lapse of the grass growing. So the grass has been growing here in the window now for about 5 days. Somebody has already found it and taken a few bites out of it so far, as you can tell by the pieces of grass lying around on the windowsill. The grass is about 3 or 4 inches in length and pretty thick, so I think they'll enjoy this batch here. If you look closely, you can see how the roots have made their way down to the bottom of the Tupperware container. I placed the grass on a placemat just in case the cats make any bit of mess. It might take your cats a few days to figure out why the grass is there and that they're allowed to eat it. Within a couple of minutes of placing the grass, I've got my first customer. The grass will continue to grow over the next couple of weeks and may need to be trimmed every 3 or 4 days, depending on how much your cats eat. If it gets too long, the grass will dry out fast and it will turn color and it will die. So it'll last, about 2 weeks. And I usually have about 2 batches of grass growing at the same time, but on opposite schedules, so that there's always fresh grass for them to munch on. I hope that you found this video informative, and if you'd like to see more videos from Cat Paws, please subscribe.